Hostilities in the Gaza Strip and Israel, Day 75. On 21st December at about 2040, the main telecommunication provider in Gaza announced that its services were gradually returning to the southern and central Gaza. This followed a shutdown since 14 December, apart from 18 to 20 December, where there was a partial resumption at about 10% capacity in southern Gaza. Humanitarian agencies and first responders have warned that telecommunication blackouts jeopardize the already constrained provision of life-saving assistance. As a result of limited communication throughout the day, this flash update provides limited updated information about the humanitarian situation in Gaza over the past 24 hours. On 21st December, heavy Israel bombardments from air, land and sea continued across most of the Gaza Strip. Intense ground operations and fighting between Israel forces and Palestinian armed groups continued in most areas of Gaza with the exception of Rafah. The firing of rockets by Palestinian armed groups into Israel continued. Between 20 and 21st December, 4 Israeli soldiers were reportedly killed in Gaza. Since the start of the ground operations, 138 soldiers have been killed in Gaza and 771 soldiers have been injured, according to the Israeli military. The entire population in the Gaza Strip faces an imminent risk of famine, according to the latest estimates from the Integrated Food Security Phase Classification (IPC) Global Partnership on 21st December. Bombardment, ground operations, and the besiegement of the entire population, coupled with restricted humanitarian access, have resulted in catastrophic levels of acute food insecurity, intensifying the risk of famine each day, according to IPC. Should the situation continue, it is predicted that between 8 December 2023 and 7 February 2024, Gaza's population will be the highest share of people facing high levels of acute food insecurity ever classified by the IPC initiative for any given area or country since its establishment in 2004. On 20 December, Israel forces raided the Palestine Red Crescent Society (PRCS) ambulance center in Jabalia, north of Gaza, after a 2-day siege. Reportedly, staff members and paramedics were arrested and taken to an unknown location. Some 127 people, including 22 injured patients who were being treated by staff, were inside the building. Contact was lost with the operations room and PRCS team in Gaza due to the telecommunications blackout. On 21st December, the World Health Organization stated that northern Gaza had been left without a functional hospital due to the lack of fuel, staff, and supplies. Only 9 out of 36 health facilities are partially functional in the whole of Gaza, with no functional hospital in the north. Al-Ahli is still treating patients but not admitting new ones, along with Al-Shifa, Al-Ouda, and Al-Sahaba hospitals. These hospitals are still sheltering thousands of displaced people. Under such conditions, people are unable to avail of hospital services. For example, 42 babies have been born within a school functioning as a shelter in Deir al-Balah middle area, according to UNRWA, instead of in health facilities. On 20 December, the International Labour Organization and the Palestinian Central Bureau of Statistics assessed that at least 66% of employment, the equivalent of 192,000 jobs, has been lost in Gaza since the escalation of hostilities on 7 October. The effects of the escalation are also felt in the West Bank, where 32% of employment has been lost, the equivalent of 276,000 jobs in the same time period, according to the two bodies. On 21st December, 78 trucks carrying supplies and 5 ambulances entered Gaza through Rafah crossing and 22 trucks entered through Kerem Shalom crossing. This remains well below the daily average of 500 truckloads, including fuel and private sector goods, that entered every working day prior to 7 October. Stay tuned to our channel for the latest news about hostilities in the Gaza Strip and Israel.